What did Tamika wear on your wedding day?
Oh, she's gonna smack you if you get this one wrong.
That's what I'm saying.
Red and black
Lingerie?
lingerie.
Oh, I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying now.
We weren't asking that. You can file for your citizenship 90 days before the 5-year anniversary of you getting your green card. You're not living in the United States. And then they're going to turn you around. May even hold you in jail. So, they had
you'll get me out, right?
Well, I will get you out, I promise you.
Yep, I'm cooking up curry chicken right now and burger rice. We just supposed to know burger rice.
Of course. It's going to be cooking with bread and squeeze sugar.
Maybe we'll come down to Jacksonville, Florida. She can cook for us, and we can help her with all her legal problems right over the table.
If you want to get your immigration questions answered on Skype, or if you want to find out if you're ready for your bona fide marriage interview with our all-new Bratified Marriage segment, just call 1-800-529-5465 and ask for one of our producers. That's 1-800-529-5465.
Live at noon, the Brad and Squeeze Show. We are back and we're ready to get rolling with, of course, answering your immigration questions right here at 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-LAWLING. Mr. B.
How are you, sir?
What happened to your face? What happened to your head?
Between 10 and 12, I went to a lady who cut my hair.
That's nice.
So what do you think? Handsome? Where did you go? Because you did a change. It's not what you were wearing in the morning.
Yeah, I know.
Why are you moving over closer to me?
Because.
What are you doing?
Camera positioning. Seeing that you have monopolized the main area of the studios, seeing that you are the only one centered into the
I think I'd rather move
middle
over
screen.
now.
It's, you know.
I know. He's just getting very close to me, this guy Squeeze.
Hey, listen. Man.
You're in my space.
Listen, so what?
Why are you in my space?
Can
you move over?
I am moving over.
It's very uncomfortable here.
No, look, nothing is centered on the screen. But
so in any event, why'd you change your clothes?
I didn't change my clothes.
It looks changed.
No. I have the same clothes on.
All right.
That I had on this morning.
Doesn't seem it. Welcome, everybody. We have 12 open lines right now, so if you do call, you will get on the radio to have your immigration questions asked and answered. 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-SQUEEZE. It's 1-800-529-SQUEEZE, 5465, as Squeeze's equipment is falling all over the place because he's moving. And in any event, Squeeze, since I last saw you, they came out with a little more information about the terrorist,
right?
Who ran over 8 people yesterday. Mm-hmm. 6 of them were foreigners, 5 from Argentina, 1 from Belgium,
right?
2 from New Jersey, apparently.
Right.
And he had left a note in his Home Depot truck that he rented that he is giving his allegiance to ISIS. The police, he is not dead, he is alive, he is in police custody. And the police are saying that he is not very remorseful. He is actually very happy for what he did. So that's the update from.
What will happen to this guy once he's convicted? What do you think is going to happen?
And he was also an Uber driver.
What's going to happen to him?
He could, I guess, face the death penalty. I guess, right? I think that's the penalty for terrorism, is death penalty, I believe.
You think?
I believe so. I'm just an immigration.
If Jill can look into that, that would be great.
All right. So I know a lot more about
law in reference to immigration.
In reference to immigration.
I'm not hearing Jill. So
let's see what else is happening here while we're waiting for people to call at 1-800-529-5465. There's a detained 10-year-old girl. Remember we talked about this the other day with cerebral palsy.
Right.
And the girl was being taken by ambulance. She entered illegally as a 3-month-old. She was taken by ambulance because she was sick to the hospital. ICE patrol agents stopped the ambulance, discovered she was illegal, and then followed her to the hospital and then waited for her to get out of her surgery to put her in deportation. So instead of going home to her parents after this poor girl who came here when she was 3 months old and had some sort of medical condition with her cerebral palsy is now in immigration detention. One of the most disgusting stories you will ever hear in your life. We were actually wanted to get her advocates on
Did we?
our show. We were not able to because we weren't able to get together with them, and now this story has mushroomed out of control, and they now have put their hands with the ACLU, who has threatened to sue immigration if she is not released by 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today. And you know,
What do you think is going to happen?
I think they're going to release her.
You think they will?
Yes. And her medical condition, it says here, her medical condition requires constant attention, and she's completely dependent on her mother. So we'll see what happens by tomorrow with that. Here is.
It would be nice to know that they do have some exceptions for situations like these.
They should.
However,
have.
It seems like it's just very
right. They should. And by the way, you know, the way to resolve it, you know, between me and you,
right,
is I don't know if.
And about 10,000 people.
And about 10,000 people watching. I don't know enough about this girl, but if she is not living with one of her biological parents, Sige. Even if the mother's illegal, she can still go in to family court, get legal guardianship of this child, get a family court judge to say it's not in this child's best interest to be reunited with the father, who I don't know if he's in Mexico or not, or wherever the father may be.
Right.
And then that child can apply for a green card on her own. That's assuming that they're separated. I don't know if they are or not. I don't know enough about the family, but that's the first thing that pops into my mind. The other thing that can happen is if a congressman or a senator actually looks into this or sees this story and wants to have a heartwarming story, they can make a private bill for this girl as well. So we'll see what happens with that.
I like the Bill Jill in my ear.
There's a picture of her there.
Yeah.
Here is some news squeeze on. This is shocking. You want to hear some shocking news?
Okay.
All right. The shocking news of the day: New York City public transit ranks #1 in the nation. A study released by the urban planning company Arcadis on Sunday, I don't know who they are, they ranked the city as #1 in sustainability for general transit system. I would say that 90% of our employees who are late every day blaming the subways would have something to say about that.
I'm quite sure they would.
Right. New York and 22 other cities were judged on nearly 24 elements, Squeeze. 24. Why are you dropping things?
You know what? At this stage, I'm okay.
I don't know what the 24 were, but apparently New York won.
New York won.
New York won. Not the television show.
Not the television.
And also, the MetroCard is saying bye-bye in 2020. No more MetroCard. Do you know about that?
No.
They are going to have a new replacement for the MetroCard where you're going to just basically tap your phone. You don't have a phone, you can't get on the subway.
Hey, I kind of like the whole phone idea.
Right? You can't get on the subway without a phone these days now. What else is happening? Anthony Bourdain, you know who that guy is?
Oh, that's the guy from CNN.
The guy from CNN. He goes around the world to parts unknown.
Parts unknown.
That's the name of his show. He is banned from Azerbaijan.
Why?
Because Azerbaijan is having a fight with Armenia. There's a lot of refugees, and you're not allowed to go in from Armenia to Azerbaijan. And of course, he doesn't care because he's Anthony Bourdain. He doesn't care if he breaks any laws, and he just does it. Why shouldn't he? He's on television. You can do whatever you want if you're on television. But apparently you can't. So now he has been banned for life from Azerbaijan. And
Dustin Hoffman is sexually being... he said...
Dustin Hoffman is sexually what?
Dustin Hoffman sexually harassed me when I was 17.
Who did Dustin Hoffman allegedly sexually harass when he was 17?
It says the author who slapped away the star's butt, grabs and laughed off his vulgar
Who are you
language.
talking about? You can't just read an article on the show.
I'm talking about Dustin Hoffman. And
Who
that just came out. I'm trying to figure out the name. They didn't put the name yet.
All right. While you're figuring that out, the last thing I want to tell you, Squeeze, the last thing I want to tell you is, you know who this woman, Teresa Giudice, Giudice, am I pronouncing it right? From the Real Housewives, Giudice.
Yeah.
From the Real Housewives of New Jersey, got into a fight with Sofia Vergara. You know, beautiful woman from Colombia. Said that Sophia's not nice to her and said, if you're an immigrant, you should be nice to Americans. That was her comment. The woman from the Housewives of New Jersey. It's quite ironic, however, that her husband is in jail now for tax fraud. He's an Italian citizen and is going to be deported.
Wow.
But meanwhile, she is calling out Sofia Vergara as an immigrant who should be nicer. There we have it, Squeeze. And Dustin Hoffman, who is he
I don't know
sexually
if you want to
harassed?
figure it out. I
can't read it. I can't read a news article on a live show.
Yeah.
1-800-529-5465. You want to go to immigration questions?
That's what I thought we should have done from the beginning.
Okay.
The news was very interesting. Thank
All
you.
right, well, that was the news. That's all the news that's fit to print. Manuela.
Yes, thank you so much.
Manuela.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
What is your question? You're calling from Westchester.
Yes, my question, I have my son. I make my son and my 4 kids coming. So my question is, my son, he can apply for his wife back home, West Africa.
Okay. So your son is what? A green card holder? A citizen? What is your son?
A green card holder.
Your son is a green card holder, and he would like to apply for his wife back. In what country is she living?
West Africa.
All right, so the wife's in West Africa. Your son's here with the green card. Do they have children together?
Yes, they have one 9 years old, but he's here.
He's here, so it's just the wife is missing. How did your son get here? You sponsored him?
Yes.
All right, so he should turn around. He got here now. Now, I assume when you sponsored him, he was single, and now he is married to his wife after he got here. Is that correct?
No. They're not married. Only have the kids together.
Okay, so he has to then go back to Africa and marry the woman. And after he goes back and marries her, file an I-130 visa petition for her. He should do that immediately. The quicker he's married, the quicker he files the I-130, the quicker this woman is here, it's not this woman, it's his fiance, his girlfriend, eventually his wife. She'll get here in about 1.5 years, but that's what he's got to do. If he doesn't do it, never coming.
Okay, how he can do that? Like, because I don't
How do you do it? You buy a plane ticket, you fly to West Africa, you get married, and you file. I mean, but go get married first. There's nothing to do until the man gets married. I'm glad I made her laugh.
She's like cracking the hell up.
I'm cracking this woman up. All right. Do you have, by the way, Manuela, by the way, I can make you laugh all day if you want. Just keep watching.
You're known for doing that. You know that, right?
I have the question.
Yeah.
I have not this question. My brother is here in this country 20 years ago.
Right.
But he has situation in the child support. Like, but now he cannot do the passport because he has that situation.
How much does he owe in child support? How much does he owe?
It's I don't know. I think it's more than $3,000.
Yeah, he must owe a substantial amount of money in child support not to get the passport. So he would need to come see us. And we have family court lawyers here. We also have immigration lawyers. We'd start with the family court lawyers, see how we can fix his past due balances, and then start to work on trying to get his passport renewed. So hold on 1 second, okay? All right, Squeeze.
Once again, folks, this is the Brad and Squeeze Show. Make sure that you tune in each and every single weekday live at 9 and live at noon. Of course, the show is brought to you and created by the law offices of Bernstein and the Link Up Media Group of companies. And we're here taking your questions at 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-LAW-LINK, 1-800-529-5465. Must remind you about our personal injury department. And, you know, I call it personal injury and construction injury, but it's one and the same, all right? But because I know that they're good at construction cases, I always like to bring that up. So all the construction workers out there, if you're not one, spread it to them. Make sure you choose Bernstein when you get hurt. Let's move to another call at 1-800-LAW-LINK. 93.5 FM listeners, thank you so much for tuning in.
Corrine.
Hello, good morning.
Oh, it's Karen. Excuse me.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Oh, it's Corine.
How are you
Good
today?
afternoon.
Yes, Corine.
All right, what's going on?
Oh, I have a question. My question is, I submitted my documents for 90 days before for the removal condition of my green card, but I still haven't received a date for biometrics.
Did you get a receipt back that extending your green card?
Yes.
Okay, when was this?
This was in August.
Okay, you still haven't. All right, so it's only been 2 months already. You got the receipt back, so we know that they definitely received your application. Why don't you wait till the end of the year? If you still don't hear anything by the end of the year, then give us a call, okay?
Okay, thanks. Because I was thinking like biometrics would be like a few weeks after.
No. Nope.
All right,
That takes a lot longer.
much.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Once again, folks, 1-800-LAWLINK, 1-800-529-5465. Let's go to another immigration question with the attorney, Bradford H. Bernstein. I love saying that.
Prince of Bel Air, Brooklyn.
Prince of the world.
Brad, Squeeze, what's up?
That's the name that's up here, the Prince of Bel Air. Is that you? Will Smith calling right from Beverly Hills. Squeeze.
Yep.
Yes.
Hey,
What's happening, Prince of Bel Air?
Okay, one question.
Yeah.
I did my biometrics on the 15th of March for my citizenship, and I don't hear anything after.
You did your biometrics on the 15th of March for citizenship, and you have not heard. It's been 6 months already. You haven't heard anything?
No.
Is there anything in your background that would lead us to believe that you're not going to become a citizen?
Nothing. I'm clean as clean could be.
Clean as clean could be. You should be getting an interview, soon. You did your biometrics. It's been 6-7 months. They're taking, believe it or not, 9 to 10 months to schedule interviews. So if you filed in March, you shouldn't expect to get your interview probably till January, maybe even February, maybe even extend it out almost 11 or 12 months. It's supposed to be 6 months by regulation. Years ago in the 1990s, when Bill Clinton was president, they were taking like a year and a half, and then eventually the Immigration Service got sued by like everybody who was waiting. And eventually they put more immigration officers on it, and it went back to the 6 months that it's supposed to be by regulation. Probably that's what's going to happen eventually. But if you don't get your interview by January, give me a call.
No problem. Now I feel much better. Keep up the good work, guys.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Say hi to your son, Jaden.
All right. 1-800-529-5465.
Is that Will Smith's son, Jaden?
Jaden, yeah, that's the son.
That's the son, right?
That's the son.
Yeah. All right. See, I know my popular culture, Squeeze.
Your pop culture.
Pop culture. Yeah. Popular.
Yeah.
Pop culture, short for popular culture.
Yeah. Keep it pop culture.
Pop culture.
Yeah.
1-800.
Like pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
Yeah.
The Great Pumpkin Halloween. I couldn't say it. I was having problems saying it. It was like a tongue. It was like a tongue twister for me. Pumpkin.
Yeah.
Costume contest. Right. People are still talking about it. One of the greatest segments we ever did.
I think you actually should have brought the cameras to the Halloween parade. I believe that would have been more interesting.
That would have been more interesting. Yes.
More than the dog costume parade.
Well, everybody has their opinions on how to produce the show.
I'm just saying. Nobody listens to Squeeze. Who cares anyway?
Vanessa.
1-800-LAWLINK, Vanessa. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Good afternoon.
I filed for my mom, and yesterday she went and did the interview, right? But they told her everything is good on her end, but she has to send me a form to waive the. She had a little criminal case that was like 22 years ago, before I was born, and they expunged it. But no, they said I'm supposed to do form I-601. Do I need a lawyer to do that?
Your mom filed for you?
No, I'm filing for my mom. I'm in the United States and she's in Jamaica.
And how long ago was her case?
The expunge?
No, when was she convicted?
22 years ago.
Okay, so the general rule, if you're a child filing for a parent, you can't get a waiver unless the conviction's more than 15 years. So they're allowing her the waiver because it's more than 15 years. The answer is yes. If you're filing for waivers for your mom and you didn't even know that she needed a waiver, you need a lawyer.
Okay, so I have to do, because they said I'm supposed to do the waiver.
That's right. You file the waiver here, but because it's more than 15 years old, and assuming your mom has good moral character for the last 22 years, it should be approved. Yeah. But, you don't screw around with this stuff. This is the one chance for your mom to get a green card. All right? Okay. Hold on one second. All right. Squeeze.
Yeah.
Squeeze.
I'm just annoyed.
What are you annoyed about?
Nothing.
You're upset today. I see it on your face.
1-800-529-5465.
I see it on your face.
1-800-LOLLY. 1-800-529-5465. Let's go to another call right here. It's 23 minutes after the hour. It's the Live at Noon show edition of the Brad and Squeeze.
Sure. See, usually you're a good poker player, Squeeze. Usually,
I'm becoming like you.
Yeah, usually it's me that you
way
know.
Too close to me.
You're
way too close to me right now.
You are. By the way, you are too close to me. You're in my broadcasting space. You should be like at least an arm's length away.
Maybe if you look at the screen, you'll see that.
Yeah, but you see, if you look at the screen, you moved over, so now we're not even. You don't even see the full New York City background. It's cut out because you moved over.
That's what I'm saying, but you're in the center of the New York City background.
This is where they told me to sit.
We're both supposed to be aligned.
Well, that we're not aligned, but you can't align yourself in the middle of a show, can you? We should align ourselves beforehand. Maybe if we come in the studio 5 minutes before the show starts, we can align ourselves properly instead of cutting out half of
you can't help yourself.
City.
You could just move over. It's
right?
so simple. You could just move over.
No, what's simple is that we actually come and align ourselves before the show starts.
They asked me to move over? Mm-hmm. That's why I'm so close to you? Mm-hmm. You think I really want to be close to you?
Nope.
Okay.
Diane.
Hello there.
Diane.
Hello.
Hi.
Diane.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Brad.
Hi, Diane.
How are you?
I'm not bad. I called you yesterday about the question I heard the lady asking. Let me clear that up.
Okay.
What I really want to ask you is that I've sent in, because I have my lawyer there with you, but I've sent in my stuff to USCIS. The criminal record was valid at that time. I realized it expired the 16th of...
Oh, this is still the same question with the police. If you're talking about you have to submit a police report, it's only good for 6 months, these police reports. If you're talking about, if you're talking about a disposition, okay, if I go to the court and they say, show me a disposition of what happened on this specific case. If you got arrested in 2010 and the case was resolved one way or the other in 2011, whether you get the piece of paper in 2015, 2016, 2017, it's going to say the same exact thing. You were arrested in 2010 and in 2011, whatever happened, happened. That's a disposition, and maybe I misunderstood your question. Then there is a police...
I need to find out from you, Brad, is that the fact that the record went in while it was valid, now it's expired and the case is not process not come through as yet. Will that pose a problem for me?
What went in, when, and how? I don't understand. Can you speak into the phone instead of the speaker?
No.
You can't do that. Okay.
I can hear her louder.
What was her question?
Repeat that.
Okay. My lawyer, which is Jenny there, I've sent in my documents to USCIS.
Right. She's asking live questions on the radio. Jenny's her lawyer, by the way. Why we're calling and spending all this time, I don't know, but let's continue. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to know if, like, the record is now expired, if that would pose a problem for me.
As long as it was submitted within a timely manner. In other words, the National Visa Center, the U.S. Embassy, Immigration, whoever we were submitting it to, says submit the police report that is valid within these 6 month period, and you did it, you're fine. It's like the medical examinations, okay? You know, when we file adjustment applications, it says submit a medical exam. Your medical exam has to be valid within 6 months of filing it.
Right.
That doesn't mean, wow, now I'm falling apart here. Yeah. That doesn't mean, look at this, I'm falling apart here.
Maybe if you come in the studio a little bit earlier.
Maybe I should, right? Then I can buckle this into put my equipment together.
At you, man.
Yeah, as long as it was submitted timely, that's really all that matters.
Okay.
All right, that works for you?
Yes, it is, Brad. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Are you at ease? I want you to be at ease, in all seriousness.
Yes, I am.
Okay, Diane. Be well.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
I just want, in all seriousness, I joke around, but I want to make sure people are at ease and they understand. So it's like a medical exam. You know, people say, well, how the medical exam is good for 6 months. As long as you file the adjustment with the medical within that 6-month period, you're fine. Even if it takes them another 9 months to approve your case, you filed the medical within that 6-month time that you were supposed to. Then you're okay.
Right.
Then you're okay.
1-800-529-5465, 1-800-LAWLINK. Once again, folks, the Brad and Squeeze Show. We're answering immigration questions. We must remind you that we're also a full-service law firm here at 225 Broadway in New York City, and you can reach us at the same number that you called to get your questions answered for free on air, which is 1-800-529-5465. Brad mentioned the family law department earlier. Yes, they do have that, so divorce, child adoption, child support, all these issues, you may want to reach out to them for that.
And also, we have a criminal defense department.
Absolutely.
And I think we have a criminal defense man on the street.
We do?
We do.
All right.
Where we are asking people about their rights, whether they know what their rights are, they don't know what their rights are. Want to go take a look at it?
Sure, let's take a look.
Let's take a look.
All right.
We're here today in New York City asking people questions about their rights. Let's find out how much they know. Can your Facebook or social media posts be used against you in a court of law?
Yes, it can be used against you in a court of law.
Do you know why?
Because of privacy.
Okay.
Pretty sure it can.
Your social media posts can be used against you in the court of law.
Do you know why?
No, I really don't.
I'm aware that once they are on that social media site, they are owned by that social media site.
Absolutely. Be smart, people. Assume that anything you put on your social media can absolutely be used against you.
Everything you write, Snapchat, Facebook, text, email, all of that can be used against you later on, even if deleted.
Are you obligated to take a breathalyzer when the police pulls you over?
Yes. No.
I am not sure of what I would need to do.
It depends on what you're stopping me for. If I am driving and drinking, yes. If he smells alcohol on my breath, yes.
If I say no, then they would automatically think I'm guilty of drinking, which would probably be the case.
You're not obligated to take any test offered by the police department.
The walk and stand test, the portable breathalyzer at the scene of a DWI, you're not obligated to take any of those tests.
They can use that evidence against you later on in court.
Whenever you're pulled over by the police, the first thing you should do is call an attorney.
What do you do if police stops you for DWI?
You will get out of the vehicle and they will just make sure everything is great, and if everything's not great, then you will go down to the station and they'll arrest you.
You need to cooperate with the police because they are in charge.
The very first thing you should do is ask to speak to an attorney. And remember, people, you do not have to submit to these tests.
Don't tell them you had 2 drinks at a party, but you're not intoxicated. Don't answer any questions. Don't take any tests. Provide the police with the paperwork they requested and immediately ask for an attorney.
Do the police have to read your Miranda rights to you when they arrest you?
I would say they would have to, because you're not you're being arrested, but you're not in a crime. You're not doing a crime. So I would say yes.
I believe that the police have the right to read you your Miranda rights in that situation, just to let you know what's going on and what the priorities are and just the whole situation that you're in.
Miranda rights are all about TV and movies. There's actually no such thing as Miranda rights. The police only have to give you your Miranda warnings if they're going to question you.
If they are not read for whatever reason, that doesn't mean you should go run and say or incriminate yourself. Just assume that anytime you're dealing with the police and you're in that situation, anything you say will be used against you.
If you're in jail, is the Department of Corrections allowed to record your phone conversations?
If you are in jail, what did you say? No, I do not believe that they are allowed to record your phone conversations.
They absolutely can and will listen to your conversations.
Not only are they allowed, but they do it on every phone call.
Use your heads. You're in government custody. Do not speak on the phone, and definitely, absolutely not say anything that can incriminate you.
The only people they're not allowed to record is a conversation with your attorney. So be careful about what you say on the phone from Rikers Island or any correctional facility. Every one of those phone calls are being recorded and sent directly to the district attorney's office.
If you suspect or know that there's a warrant out for your arrest, what should you do?
I believe that you just... Oh, man, I'm stuck.
If I suspect there's a warrant out for me, I would like to know why.
I honestly have no idea.
I'm not guilty until proven guilty.
I don't know. I've never had a warrant out for my arrest, but I guess contact an attorney.
There's no guessing. Call an attorney. That is a smart thing to do.
Absolutely. That's the first thing you should do. Contact an attorney. Let them handle it.
Better yet, don't just call any attorney. Call the attorneys at Spar and Bernstein. We really care about clients, the community, and protecting your rights.
Prior successful results do not guarantee similar outcome.
Put on a happy face.
I got on a happy face.
Put on a happy face. Want me to start singing old
very happy
crooner songs to you, Squeeze?
No. You're too close for that.
Yeah, I am too close for that.
Way too close for that. So once again, folks, this is the Brad and Squeeze Show. Remember, you can check us out. And, of course, that's 9 a.m. 9 a.m. and 12 noon. All right? We're going to skip USA Credit today.
Why?
Because I don't have a crew that's ready to man the phone lines appropriately. So, and respectively.
USA Credit will be back live tomorrow at 9 a.m. ready to go. In the meantime, let's go to social media check-in, Squeeze.
Social media check-in.
There she is.
Brought to you by the
There
online
she
magazine.
is. You have this big scarf around you. You're starting to look like Squeeze's look with the scarf around you.
That's what we decided to do. Switch it up a little.
It's a chilly day.
It's a chilly day. All right, so what do we got on social media? Rapid fire.
Okay.
Let's go.
Here we go. Shanice on Facebook would like to know if your husband is a green card holder and he files for you, about how long does the process usually take?
1.5 to 2 years.
Queen of My Castle would like to know if your husband has a green card, can you still get a work permit?
No, you will get a green card at some point unless your husband's a citizen. You only get work permits when you file adjustments, not when you file I-130s.
Marcus Garvey would like to know how long does a supervisor take to review an N-400 application?
Marcus Garvey.
Marcus Garvey.
Yes,
Yeah, famous.
He left rebellion.
We have a...
He tuned in.
Yes, famous
One of the Jamaican heroes.
famous in history in Jamaica. We've had Will Smith on today, the Prince of Bel Air.
Wycliffe Jean.
We had Wycliffe Jean on this morning. But Marcus Garvey, a supervisor, renews citizenship? I don't understand the question. To review it? To review it.
To review an N-400,
Oh, to review.
yeah.
Okay, so if you have a supervisor reviewing your N-400, what it really is they're debating whether to make you a citizen or put you in deportation. And really it's not, it goes through a supervisor, but really it goes to the litigation unit. And the litigation unit decides whether to put you in deportation or give it back to immigration to make a decision on your citizenship. That could take anywhere from 6 months on the short term to 18 to 24 months on the long term. But quite frankly, if you're waiting more than 9-10 months, you should be coming to see a lawyer, filing a mandamus, Administrative Procedures Act claim. You should be doing something in federal court to get the case moving.
Absolutely.
Okay, Marcus Garvey, give us a call. Carrie Ann would like to know, her friend got married to a U.S. citizen, but he's not working. So they told her that a family member can do an affidavit of support. Is that true?
True.
Okay. And what is the cost to file that paperwork?
$1,765. Whether you got a job or not, that's what you got to pay.
That's what you got to pay. Okay. No payment.
$1,760. I keep saying 16. I keep giving the wrong number. I don't know why I have 17. It's 1760. Not 1765, 1760. I will be the first to admit, I screw up filing fees all the time. I don't know why. It's a mental block I got.
You don't screw it up when they come in, though.
No, but it's a mental block. I sometimes forget filing fees. 1,760.
And you just saved people $5.
And I just saved everyone $5. Okay.
Exactly. Shanice would also like to know how long after the papers have been put in do you get your work permit?
It's supposed to be 90 days, but it's probably closer to 120.
Okay. And Kamisha would like to know, my sister and her husband are both illegal immigrants. Is there any way that they can get, and they are married to each other, obviously, is there any way they can get their green card? I know. I know. I'm reading them. I know, Brad. I'm the messenger. I know. How do I get a green card? It's
This
too
is the part where
vague.
you explain how they can get a green card, Brad.
Yes. All right, so this is how you get a green card.
And
Step
do not
one.
be...
And be as specific as possible.
And do not be cynical.
Okay. I don't know the answer because, until I actually meet with them, there's so many different ways to get a green card. It's not just fill out a form. It's not, I'm here illegal, how do I get a green card? Requires a sit down with me or one of my attorneys to go through about 15, 20 minutes. The best example was the gentleman, if you remember, who was in the church. He's still there in the church. And he, if he called up on our show and said, "Hey, I've been ordered deported. I'm holed up in a church. What can I do?" I would say, "I don't know." Okay, but then we talked to him. It took us about 20 minutes, but after talking to him, we came up with a resolution for his problems. Okay, so it's I don't know until I talk to you for about 20 minutes.
All right.
We've got one more from Roseanne. Roseanne would like to know, my husband came to New York. We got married after 3 months. He did the interview for his green card on August 8th of this year. Up to now, we haven't received anything in the mail. Do you think that there's a problem, or do you think that he'll get through any day now?
You got married after 90 days. You filed after 90 days. And
Yep, after 3 months they got married.
And you went for your interview in August 3rd, and you haven't heard. I don't know because I wasn't there on the interview. Generally, if 90, 120 days goes by and you haven't heard anything, then there's an issue. You're not at that 120-day mark yet, so I would wait the 120 days. August to September is 30, October is 60, November. Wait till the end of the year. Okay, I just did the math in my head. Wait till the end of the year, and by the end of the year, if you haven't heard anything, the number to call is 1-800-529-5465, and then we'll follow up and let you know whether you have a problem.
Absolutely. 1-800-529-5465.
This is what happens when Patrice isn't here. All my equipment is like falling off of me in the middle of the show. All right, but I fixed it and answered the question at the same time.
It's very impressive.
I'm a multitasker, social media guru. All right. Do we have any other questions?
We do indeed.
Okay.
Wyclef is back.
Wyclef Jean.
Wyclef. Well, he says it's Wyclef. He says it's
Jean.
10,
Jean.
but
Some people say Jean, some people say Jean.
Right. Some people say tomato, some people say tomato.
Yeah. But if you say it the French way, it's Jean. Right?
Jean.
Yeah.
Right.
Is it safe to travel with an advanced parole with a pending I-485 without any criminal convictions?
Oui, oui.
Oui, oui. Brad, you speak very good Français?
Yes, that's all I know. Oui, oui. All right, yes, the answer is yes, you can do it.
Okay,
but don't travel more than 2 weeks out of the country. Anything else, social media guru?
Yes, one more from Darshani. I'd like to know about filing a U visa as a victim of abuse. Can I be deported if I've been abused?
No, you cannot be deported if you are abused, even if you have an order of deportation. You are still entitled to a U visa, and if you've been abused by someone who you're married to, or someone who you believed you were married to but was in a bigamous marriage, you do a Violence Against Women's Act claim. Or even if you're a parent or a child, a parent can file. An adult son or daughter can abuse a parent, and a mother or father can abuse a young child. All of those would fall under VAWA, and it's unlimited. There's no limit on the number of VAWA applications that can be accepted and approved in 1 year. The U visa is for victims of crimes. It is much greater, the number of things that you can do. You don't have to be related to the person to be assaulted or abused, but it could be other crimes, any other more serious crimes. U visas get you a visa. It doesn't get you a green card. And then after you get the U visa for 3 years, then you can apply for your green card. They only have 10,000 U visas a year. The backlog on U visas, because there's a lot of people who are the victims of crimes in America who are out of status. There's a lot more of them than there are Americans who are victims of crimes from people who are out of status, but Donald Trump likes to publicize that. I would love for him to actually publicize the 100,000 people who are backed up, or the 80,000 people who are literally backed up, who have approved U visa applications, who are the victims of very serious crimes perpetrated by Americans against somebody who is out of status. I don't believe there are 80,000 American citizens who are victims, serious victims of crimes by illegal aliens, but it's what's publicized. So that's my public opinion of the day. But I don't really have public opinions of the day, but I gave one now. But
not your PC.
You have multiple.
What? No, it's not a.
You have multiple public opinions of the day.
Okay, that is my public opinion of the day. But if it's a marriage case, or you're the parent or the child, in all seriousness, you do a VAWA. Otherwise, you do a U visa.
Okay, I have two more. Can we speak?
Yes.
Roseanne would like to know, how do you go about doing an advanced parole while you're waiting for your green card?
I-131 application.
Or you call the law offices of Bernstein.
Actually, a much smarter answer.
That's the reason I'm here.
That's why Squeeze is here.
Interject every 30 minutes.
And Andre would like to know if I file. Andre
This is the
would like to know if I file to get.
He's dead. a lot of dead people coming back for life today.
Brad and
What?
Squeeze show.
What's the question?
If I file to get the condition removed from my green card and I got an I-797 notice of action stating that my conditional resident status has been extended for a year, can I re-enter the USA with the I-797 notice of action, or do you need some other document to travel?
You re-enter with, you need two documents. Your expired green card, you need three documents. Valid passport, expired green card, and the I-797 extension. You travel with all three, you're fine.
Perfect. That we got them all.
There you have it. Social media check-in with the social media guru. Maybe Lucky and T-Bone next year at the Great Pumpkin Halloween Contest will dress him up as social media guru.
You need to tell the people.
That would not be nice. No, we will not dress them up as you. You would love to dress up as you.
I would love that. I would
with a microphone.
Like
with a microphone. All right. So social media guru, keep watching for questions and comments on all of our social media pages. If we get a lot more questions and comments, we'll come back to you at the end of the show. How's that?
That sounds great.
All right, thank you. Social media guru, Squeeze.
Thank you so much for the rapid fire session, Kim.
Yes.
Let's get back to some calls right here on 93.5 WVIP and our social media platforms at David Squeeze Anarchy and Brad H. Bernstein.
You are no fun today. You are all business.
Of course, the law office
all
of
business.
Bernstein.
You are all business today.
I am all business,
all
man.
business. You're like, I'm like social media. Call 1-800.
Let's go to South Carolina.
South Carolina. Who is this? This is, I can't read anymore. Daniela?
Dahlia.
Dahlia, how are you?
Hi, Dahlia.
I'm fine. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm a green card holder. I just recently got my green card by my son, and I have a boyfriend. I was wondering if I could sponsor him.
Yeah, but you can't sponsor a boyfriend. You can sponsor a husband. So go back, marry the man, file for him. He'll be here in about 18 to 20 months.
He's here in America. That's why I was asking if it's a problem.
Marry him here in America. Is he out of status?
Yes, he is.
Okay, so you're going to marry him. You're going to file an I-130 visa petition for him. And then ultimately, you're going to need to do a provisional waiver because you just got your green card. You're not going to wait on your citizenship for 5 more years. So ultimately,
I get a 10-year.
That's great. You still have 5 years to go before you can become a citizen. So you're not going to wait 5 years to become a citizen to go marry him and file for him. You're going to marry him now. You're going to file for him now. In about 18 months, he's going to do a provisional waiver. I don't know what country he's from, if he's Jamaican or...
He's Jamaican.
Jamaican. Then he would go back to Jamaica with the provisional waiver and be back with his green card in about 2 weeks. That's the process.
Okay. I need your number. I could,
okay.
I think I would use you guys.
Okay, now this is the great thing.
Don't think. Use them.
This is the great thing, okay? The number that you called on the radio and on our show right now, which is 1-800-529-5465, it's the number to my law office.
Same one.
Same number.
Right.
You got it already.
Right.
You got the number.
And one question more. When I file for him, would he be able to work here?
No.
Oh.
No. He's on his way to getting a green card, but he cannot work.
Yeah, but hold the line.
No.
Yeah.
Wait, Squeeze has a question. Wait 1 second. Okay, now that you've asked all us questions, Squeeze has a question for you.
I just wanted to
Sure.
say, don't hang up the phone. Stay on the line so we can set this up for you to get this going.
Squeeze has a
All right?
statement for you. It was not a question. Hold on one second. All right, so she's going to hold on.
All right, let's go to Zena. She's in Atlanta, Georgia, and she called. Okay. 1-800-529-5465.
Zena, warrior princess.
Hello.
Zena, you are not the Zena, warrior princess, are you?
No, I'm
You are
not.
not.
And I wish the two of you would stop fighting.
We're not fighting. We're not fighting. We're
Why is Squeeze upset? You keep reminding him to be nice. He's a normally nice guy. He
is a nice
quick
guy.
question,
That's just
let
Brad.
me go hold you guys.
That's just Brad. He can't help himself.
Because I'm going to tell you something.
That's just his
Zena.
nature.
I'm going to tell you something, Zena. Okay, while we were off in doing the criminal law man in the street, I turned to Squeeze and I said, "You in a good mood today?" And he said,
I said, I'm happy.
"You're happy."
Yes.
I said, "You don't seem it."
What?
I don't know.
Because I'm all about business?
Yes.
Yeah, no lollygagging.
He didn't want to joke around with me today, Zena, so I know something's eating him.
Well, let's leave him alone.
Leave him
before
alone.
We get snappy.
Okay, he's going to get snappy with me, okay?
Love you guys anyway.
All right,
Just
what's
a
up?
quick question. I sponsored my sister in 2002. Her documents are coming through online. However, it was my email that they're using, sending everything through. I signed up there as petitioner, paid the fees for the visa and all of that. Question is, does she have to sign that application online, or do I do it?
For the national
the DS 260.
She would be signing it.
So she has to fill that out.
Yes.
Online.
Yes.
Okay. You guys have a great day, and
Thank you
please,
very much.
Thank you so
please
much, Zena.
smile. Love you guys.
All
Bye-bye.
right, thank you, Zena.
All right, Zena put a smile on my
Put a
face.
smile on your face. All right, let's go.
All right, let's go to
Paul in
Brooklyn. Paul, thanks so much for calling.
Hello.
Hi, Paul.
How you doing?
What's
We're
up?
good.
Okay, I have a question for you.
Uh-huh.
A friend of mine went to do her citizenship recently, about 2-3 weeks ago. And when she was there, the immigration officer made an announcement that if anyone has an outstanding ticket, they should let him know now, because if they have tickets, he won't be able to swear them in. So she had a ticket that she was contesting, some turning violation ticket. That she didn't signal to make the turn, and she said she did signal, so she was contesting it, and he said he can't swear her in.
That's BS. That's BS. There's no law that says because you made an illegal right-hand turn, you can't become a citizen. There's no law that says because you're not a good driver, you can't become a citizen in the United States.
That's what they did.
So now, maybe they couldn't swear her in because she said, yes, I have this outstanding ticket, and the officer said, show me what you've got, and she didn't have it. She had nothing to show. So because she had nothing to show the man, they said, well, we can't make you a citizen because you have this outstanding ticket, and we don't know what it's about because you didn't bring it in. So that's my guess of what happened. So, for not only for her, but for everybody, if between your citizenship interview and your swearing in, if you get a speeding ticket or rolling through the stop sign ticket, bring proof of what's going on with it. And that way, here it is. It's like bringing a disposition. It's still pending. It's a stop sign. It's I rolled through a red light. Whatever it is, they'll make you a citizen. My guess is she didn't have anything to document what it was.
And he further said to her that it's a sworn officer that gave her the ticket. So
a sworn officer?
A sworn. They take an oath. A sworn officer.
A truant?
A
sworn officer? Well, it's mostly officers. It's police officers who give speeding tickets. Exactly what it is. But I think maybe she should come in and see us. All right, because that shouldn't happen like that.
I'm gonna have her call you.
Okay, great.
1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. Let's stay in Brooklyn and go to Tonil in Brooklyn.
All right.
Call 1-800-529-5465. Tonil, how you doing?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Sorry about the wait. Go ahead.
My question is, a couple of years ago, I got married and didn't show up at the end when it was the interview. Me and my husband, we didn't make it for, circumstances in our control. So I got a deportation letter in the mail. fast forward to 2017, I got married again, and I'm looking to file adjustment of status. Would that be a problem?
Yeah, getting a deportation letter in the mail is a problem. Did you show up to your deportation hearing?
No.
How long ago did this happen?
That was like 2012.
You never got a hearing? How do you know you got a deportation notice in the mail but never got a hearing date?
Well, it didn't give me a date on it.
They didn't give you a date on it. All right.
No.
This is what I would do if I were you. It is possible, most likely, not 100%, but most likely, you did get a date and didn't know about it. And if you got a date and didn't know about it, right now you are living in the United States with an order of deportation and warrant out for your arrest. Right. If you were to file papers for your green card, because you've got remarried now you didn't commit a crime, I assume. Okay, well, all you did is you're out of status and you're showing up with a smile on your face with this loving husband who comes in. They're going to throw handcuffs on you and throw you in jail and try to deport you. It's not really what you want to happen. So you need to come see me. We got to look to see if, in fact, they did give you a notice for a deportation. I
think I still have the letter.
Okay, perfect. That's all I need. You bring that letter in. We'll check it out from there. If they sent you a notice for a date, we want to know where it was sent, who accepted the letter, and then we'll take it from there.
Oh, okay.
Okay, hold on one second.
All right.
Hold on.
Okay. 1-800-529-5465. Maureen Neal has a question. My son filed for me in June of this year. We got a receipt from the immigration. I'm in Nassau, Bahamas. I'm a Jamaican. How long will we hear from immigration? And can I travel to the U.S. now that I have a visa? Because I have a visa.
You shouldn't travel to the United States, number one. She already got the approval letter in the mail, so it should be 3, 4, 5 months. You get an interview for your green card. If you're a citizen of the Bahamas, it'll be in the Bahamas. If not, you'll go back to Jamaica.
Okay. All right. 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. She did say she was Jamaican. All right.
Let's go to Johnny in Florida.
Johnny in Florida, how are you?
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Johnny.
Yes, I have my cousin. He has a G1 visa with a 2 years restriction on it. So you want to know if you want to apply for a H1B visa. So does he have to remove to waive the restriction?
So it's not a G, it's a J.
Yeah, G, I'm sorry.
A J visa. Okay, a J1 visa is like an internship visa or an exchange student visa. A G, when you first said G, that's a government worker, somebody who's working at a U.S. embassy somewhere. A J1 has a 2-year, many have 2-year home residence requirements. And what the 2-year home residence requirement prevents you from doing is it prevents you from applying for a green card, it prevents you from doing an H or an L visa before removing that 2-year home residence requirement or actually satisfying the 2-year home residence requirement. So yes, he would have to do that before he does anything else. Now, I would say there's many times, I just had a client 6 months ago, came into me with a J1 waiver. Yeah, and wanted to get the J1 waiver, got it denied by 2 lawyers. 2 lawyers applied for the J1 waiver, both got it denied. Married to a U.S. citizen for 7 years. I said, let me look at your visa a second. And we looked it up, and it said that this person had a J1 visa. They worked at Great Adventure 6-7 years ago, worked at Great Adventure for the summer. That was the J visa. And they said, well, this is it was on the skills list, it said, so it's a skill that's needed in Jamaica. So I'm saying to myself, wait a second. Since when does an amusement ride operator need it in Jamaica? What do they need amusement ride operators in Jamaica? So we actually looked it up, and we looked up the skills list of skills that are in short supply in Jamaica. And it turns out this is not one of them. I don't know how many amusement parks there are in Jamaica, but apparently there's enough people there to run whatever amusement parks there are there. So I said to this lady, I said to her, I said, you know what? This is wrong. All right, just because immigration or the U.S. Embassy says you have a 2-year home residence requirement because you're on a skills list doesn't mean you're on the skills list. So we looked it up, we saw it was wrong, we filed the adjustment, we showed the immigration officer, got the green card. So you never know. You never know. So even if you think you have a 2-year home residence requirement, it's always good to have it checked out. The reason I'm saying is 2 other lawyers never bothered to look. They just said, okay, you must be on the skills list.
Hence the reason why you should go with Spar and Bernstein,
Okay,
which can be
so-
very thorough.
Yeah. All right.
So
The answer is yes, he needs a waiver. B, he should come
No.
see us first.
No, hold on. So
Well, I
even
can't
for
hold
the-
on because we're at the end of the show, so I'm very sorry. We're literally at the end of the show, but thank you for calling. I mean, that's kind of going to end it, Squeeze. We're right there at the end.
Yeah, we're right there. We got a minute left.
Yeah.
Want to say thank you all so much for tuning into the Brad and Squeeze show. Remember, we come your way each and every single weekday live at 9 and noon. And of course, 6 days a week, we operate here at the law offices of Spar and Bernstein. Thank you so much for tuning in. And once again, the law offices of Spar and Bernstein and Link Up Media Group brings you the Brad and Squeeze show.
And
brought
we'll
to
be
you,
back.
Sponsored by USA Credit Repair.
That's right. And we will be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. with fresh news, fresh dog stories, more immigration questions.
And spread the word that we'll have the show live later on this evening. Well, not
At
live.
6
but-
o'clock.
but,
A rerun.
Rerun at 6 p.m.
See you tomorrow.
See you. The proceeding was informational only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar and Bernstein law firm located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easily remembered, 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-LAWLINK. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And of course, link up with the law offices of Spar and Bernstein located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-529-5465.
What are you doing?